Welcome everyone to week 5 of the Making Sense of Scripture video series. This week we'll be in chapter 5 of Dr. Lowe's book, Making Sense of Scripture. How can I read the Bible with greater understanding? How many of you have ever tried to read the Bible by simply picking it up, looking at it like a novel, opening up to page 1, reading through Genesis, enjoying some of the things in there, then it's Exodus, not so bad, but then you get to Leviticus and you wonder, what is this? And by Numbers, you said, I can't do this anymore. There's no way. I just don't get what's going on here. Or others have said, you know what? How I read the Bible, I simply pray to God that God would speak to me, open up the Bible with my eyes closed, point it at Scripture, and go, Lord, speak to me in this. Neither one of those ways can be truly effective in understanding what God has to speak to us in our daily lives. I want to suggest to you today a different way of reading the Bible for greater understanding. It's something called biblical criticism. Biblical criticism. Now, I don't mean getting all negative on the Bible. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that biblical criticism is like, well, it's like a movie critic. You know, someone who gives you insights to what's going on in the background, why a movie was produced, some things that are interesting that affect how you view, see, and understand what's going on the screen. Biblical criticism is the same way. What's going on in the text, around the text, by the text, behind the text, in front of the text, so that you can gain a greater understanding of what God is saying to you in your current situation. Now, Dr. Lowe's has many different things he points out in this chapter in the book, and I'm not going to repeat them all here. I'm counting on you to have read the book and kind of engage in those conversations. But remember, he talks, there's 4 different things that we all need to look at as we engage Scripture texts. We need to take a look at what's happening behind the text to see what is the historical situation that led to or affected its creation. We need to take a look at what's happening in the text to see what's actually saying. We need to take a look at what's happening around the text to see how it's been used and interpreted by others. And we need to take a look at what's happening in front of the text to see what is happening in our congregation, our community, and world that affects how you and I read, listen to, or interpret it. So you take a look behind, take a look at what's happening in, take a look at what's happening around, and what's in front of the text. Those 4 ways of looking at the text will help us gain a greater understanding. And once we do that kind of background work, then we also apply another thing. Apply something called a theological lens, a Lutheran lens to looking at the Scripture, the law-gospel lens that we as Lutheran Christians bring to reading Scripture. So as we bring our biblical criticism methods and our Lutheran lens to Scripture, from there, in community and in conversation, we have a great opportunity for gaining the meaning that God has to speak to us in our situation where we find ourselves. So where do you go for that kind of information? Where might one seek out that kind of both biblical criticism information and theological lens? I have a great study Bible. It's a Lutheran study Bible that does much of that work for us. And each chapter describes the critical background information as well as applies a lens to it that helps me do the work that I need to do to have better understanding. There are greater things online as well. You can search out different sites and texts to help you gain that understanding as well. There are many resources out there, and I encourage you to use them, to seek them out, and then to apply them to your biblical reading. All of these different things will help us gain a greater understanding of the Bible itself. So, after reading chapter 5 in Dr. Lowe's book, now you have a little insight on how to do this. Now it's your turn. Take any Scripture passage you have, do the biblical criticism methods as outlined in the chapter, apply the Lutheran lens, and then get in a conversation. I am confident that God will speak to you. See ya.